Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ryan, just chilling out here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I'm here for the winter. I skipped the whole Japanese winter. Wanted to get away from that gloominess, cold, depressing place. And when I get back to Japan, I'll get to see the cherry blossoms and it'll be spring. So, pretty awesome plan I had this year, and I'm glad I came to Mexico. You can see the beautiful ocean behind me there. Here we go. But let me get down to the questions. Got kind of a long message here. But this guy says, let me read it here. Have you ever pursued music in Japan? If so, did you enjoy your experience working? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Guys, the letter is a little bit too long. Don't want to. But basically, well, this is from Eddie. No offense, Eddie, but I know what you're getting at. Okay, he wants to know about can I be a musician in Japan? Yeah, it's a good question. It's not a stupid question. I'll tell you what I know. Also, I'm into music, so this is something I thought about myself. But yeah, I've met some professional musicians here in Japan. I've met them and I've heard about them. Mostly heard about them, but there's a few guys I know that are DJs. They work in clubs, and that's what they do. They don't teach English. They make their money working as DJs in clubs. I don't know if you can call a DJ a musician, but that's what they do. They do their thing, and they make money doing it. They live, they have an awesome time. I used to work at a club as a bouncer, as I told you before. I met guys there who were DJs, and they just, they DJ at different clubs, and I guess they make money doing that. They're able to live in Japan. One guy, he was able to sell a lot of his music to the clubs, I guess, or I guess he was earning royalties from his music. It was club hip hop music. He was doing it. I've heard of musicians who work at there's like a jazz club in Osaka called the Blue Note. It's a famous club in Osaka, famous jazz club, very popular. I know there's musicians that work there. I'm not sure if that's how they make all their money in Japan, but they're definitely making money. From what I've heard, they do. Like they're just musicians. I think it's really, really tough to make it as a musician in Japan, in America, anywhere. It's really tough. If you want to derive all your income from being a musician, man, it is tough. Unless you're super, super talented. But if you're just a regular musician, it takes a long time to build up a following. Now, this guy mentioned that he has a lot of Japanese followers, I guess online or whatever. And that's good, man. Just keep on building up your online presence to your Japanese fans. And one thing I've noticed about Japanese people is once they become your fan, man, they're your fan for life. And there's fans that will go to all your concerts no matter how insignificant you are. Like, Japanese people aren't so caught up in this, oh, he's a big superstar. They like to pick out the little guys that have their own little unique style, their own way, their own their own vibe or whatever. They like that. They like to just zone in on that. They're like, oh, this guy's cool, He may only have 25 fans, but yeah, I want to go to all his concerts. I've met Japanese people like that. They like going to small little venues, small little concerts they hold at cafes or little music halls. But yeah, if you can build up your presence online with your Japanese community, and then you come over here to Japan, let's say you're working as an English teacher, you're doing that to make money, definitely on the weekends you can find gigs to play at, you can get a manager or just meet other Japanese musicians and get these gigs going on the weekends or on certain weekday nights, and your fans will come and watch you, man. They'll come and pay the, what do they call it, the fee to get in, and they'll support you, they'll buy your music. So yeah, definitely build up your Japanese fan base as much as you can before you get here. working as a professional musician here and making all your income from music here, that's another story. Like I haven't done it myself, but I've met other foreigners who work as musicians here. I don't know if they're banking, if they're making tons of money, or if they're just getting by. It's definitely possible. I've seen also musicians on the they have like a little cruise ship here that runs in the bay. People go there, they get a dinner on the ship, and it cruises along the bay. You see the beautiful scenery of Kobe, and there's like jazz musicians that work on that ship. And there's just probably a lot of opportunities that I can't even conceive right now, but are there. Pianists at hotels, for example. All kinds of opportunities I'm sure exist. You just have to kind of like come here and see how everything works. And if you know any musicians personally, ask them like how the scene is there in Japan. But I'm just telling you what I know from what I've seen living in Japan. So hopefully some of that info helps. And if you can make it as a musician in Japan, man, that is awesome. I would give you props to the sky for that, because that's like living the dream right there. But anyways, man, good luck on that.